What's up, guys? I am here with you with another super fun deck that has Curse of Hospitality in it, of course. I decided to try out humans, but I wanted to do human enchantments. I realized that we actually have lots of humans. So the main reason to be going for humans typically is because you have Secluded Courtyard, which is a really awesome way to play. The awkward thing is that with this deck, I'm playing humans that don't become humans until they flip around, so that actually doesn't work as well for Secluded Courtyard. So we have a couple of those are nice, but I wanted to try Jukai Naturalist with the ability to make a couple of things a little bit cheaper, things like Michiko, Reign of Truth, Wedding Announcement, Curse of Hospitality. We're just playing a bunch of cards that are putting out humans on the battlefield, which makes Katilda busted, which are cheaper with Jukai Naturalist, which makes us going wide very easy, which makes Curse of Hospitality busted, and then we're just kind of doing like a mix of a bunch of things here. And so we do have the typical like Naya humans type of thing. Brutal Cathars are good. We have several cards in general. We're not playing Thalia because we are also playing a lot of enchantments and whatnot. And so it's a bit funky, but so far with testing, it's been super awesome. Curse of Hospitality, if we find Curse of Hospitality, it becomes a super busted deck. And so that is the first thing we do have to find, basically, is Curse of Hospitality, which we only have two of. I mean, it's not the first thing we have to find. Wedding Announcement to buff up all of our stuff. Katilda to make sure all of our stuff gets bigger too. We just go wide like crazy with this deck. We get to do tons of fun stuff. So like, it is not just built around Curse of Hospitality, but that is a super fun card to have if we run into it. So the other thing too, we just have lots of removal with Hopeful Initiate, Outland Liberator. We have tons of enchantment removal between those. Brutal Cathar has some extra removal for us, and then just some flyers, big threats on the top end, and that is the deck. So let's go ahead and dive into the gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish me luck. Here we go. All right, so a little bit awkward. Michiko doesn't really get put onto anything really on the first turn 2, so all we have is turn 3 plays, but I'm okay keeping Hamlet turn 3 plays, especially when they're this good. And we can draw into another better turn 2 play potentially. So lead off with Sundown Pass. Don't want to give him the information about this just yet. We have all the colors that we're needing. Rabbit Battery. All right, up against an aggro deck. This is a bit scary. Maybe I want this out there just to flip around earlier. That's better. Okay, Hopeful Initiate. Okay, turn 2 play. Unlocked. Good stuff. All right, and let's go, yeah, just Green Source. Pass turn. So we can activate the abilities with this, which is huge. Play Fire, not as huge anymore, but you know, whatever. Whatever. We're good. Okay, so they are super aggro. Brutal Cathar probably dies to this. Wedding Announcement, I think, is actually fairly powerful, though. So let's go ahead and just go with the Wedding Announcement here first. Because it does block Rabbit Battery. They have to have removal to even attack in there. And just chumping is still pretty fine with me. So, I'm going to play this one out. Maybe I should be getting out my Secluded Courtyards and holding on to those until we really need them. But I didn't want to show that we're a human tribal deck just yet. I want some things to be a little bit of a surprise. This makes Michiko Reign of Truth a little bit better too. Ogre Head Helm. No attacks. That's what we're looking for. You really want to trade off here? I'm down for that. Down all day long. Yeah, we want the Rabbit Battery off the battlefield as soon as possible, because if they do have just removal to get this equipped to Rabbit Battery for later turns, not as good. So getting rid of their ability to give haste, super, super powerful for us and needed. Okay, so they don't attack in. Okay, Brutal Cathar. Do I actually take their Rabbit Battery over this? This can equip onto other stuff. This has haste they can probably equip onto if they have lands. But like, nah, we'll go ahead and take that. We get another token next turn. Yeah, so attack in for 1. All right, we're looking for more stuff, not as many lands. We do not really want 6 lands in this deck. Man, I feel like I'm saying that so much today. I've been recording a lot. I've been trying to record multiple videos all at once. And man, oh man, I really wish that I had less lands sometimes in my hand. And more action. Reinforced Ronin. Attacks in with him. That's fine. Yeah, no blocks. We'll go down to 13. We go for the trade-off, but yeah, definitely not worth it here. Especially when we have Michiko to go crazy with next turn. Stop it with the lands deck. What the junk? Okay, I get a draw as long as I attack with 2 things. So we're going to go Michiko's Reign of Truth. Do I feel like they have like a Spike-Filled Hazard or something? Because if they block with Rabbit Battery, Spike-Filled Hazard, the Brutal Cathar, that's annoying. Not playing anything at all might have been the better play there. Just to have Brutal Cathar flip over to first strike, have 3/3. The ward effect is pretty good too. So this will flip over. We'll do it like this. So yeah, it looks like they do have removal here. Voltage Surge, okay. Gets to block one of these fellas. Bummer. Good draw for us. That's a 3/3 now. Michiko will get a little bit better too when it flips around. So they do have lots of damage they can deal. Hopefully we got rid of a lot more of their removal. They can find removal with this though. So much damage. They have to discard their hand, right? Draw 3 cards. So they don't do that. Brutal Cathar again. Target you. Naturalist. All right, let's stop drawing lands, deck. I would appreciate that. Can I even attack in? They have another removal spell. They get another die that they can hit in with. So we're going to say no attacks. I'd rather block with that. We just need to be able to turn the corner here. I forgot about this dude too. Bad things. Having a lifelinker is big though. I really like a Katilda off the top. Wouldn't be bad. Would not be bad at all. So this exiles the stuff once it hits. I want to be able to hit him with Jukai Naturalist multiple times if possible. So I think I'm just blocking with Brutal Cathar. Give them back their stuff. Actually, let's see here. I could just chump. Be able to hit in with this guy. I can flip this around on the next turn. Have a first striking blocker for the next turn. They can make this, put it onto there, and that could be bad though. Maybe I do go here. They have a way to get first strike, we're in trouble. They can draw a card with Ronin. Michiko comes down next turn as a blocker for us too. I'm going to double block just in case here, in case they have some sort of shenanigans. This might be even a bigger blowout for us, but I want to try to kill this Kumano as best as possible. So even if they have like 2 damage there, they have 3 damage. Of course they do. For the love. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All the lands. Stop it. We can't attack in. We have to be so careful here. At least they should, all of their removal should not be big enough for our stuff. They should have put the Ogre Helm onto this and swung in to try to get some damage through, kill one of our things, but now I feel like we're in fairly good shape. This Sigarda is awesome. Just bounces it back. Yeah, it can go off with this. Ooh, Hopeful Initiate. This also turns on Coven, which says if you control 3 or more creatures with power, look at the top 5 cards library, reveal a human card from among them. So that's as an attack. So I do want to be attacking with this. It does reduce our amount of blockers, but worth it. Naturalist, yes. That makes Michiko bigger. 4 life to gain. Automaton can get bigger, but Initiate can also destroy it soon-ish. Rabbit Battery. So I 1 card left in hand. It could be like a Royal Eruption. If we let 2 damage through, it could be bad. I feel like we're in fairly decent shape. This is like the turn I feel like they have a chance to kill us. They just swing in there. I'm kind of okay with that. They don't attack at all. Wow. Surprising. Very surprising. Because now I believe we have a chance at lethal. Minsc into making this massive. That's also a good way to go. All right, so go Minsc. All right. I think I have a decent chance at lethal. Does this give it trample when it gets in as well? Boo having trample does do a lot, so that's 5 damage there. They're going to have to block the Boo if I go here. If I swing with anything else, then they're in even more trouble. I can only do this as a sorcery. Putting it all into Jukai could be really sweet. So making a 4/4 would make it a 6/6. I think just gaining a life there, and then maybe I don't even do much else, actually. So yeah, let's just go ahead and pay 4. I don't have to be super greedy here. I get to grab another creature with Sigarda. So attack here, attack here. Attack with Hopeful Initiate. We'll hold that back as a blocker. I do want to have several blockers available to me. But I also want to pressure life total here. And so they're going to have to chump block. But I kind of want everything to be able to be traded off with this automaton. So maybe I just go with these 3. So I still get Sigarda. Outland Liberator is awesome. Brutal Cathar. Like, so this is so many good cards to find. We do reveal it, right? I'm trying to find a way to make sure that they just instantly scoop. It's probably Halana. All right. They don't have anything with first strike, right? They can block and trade and still keep some stuff on board, but they have to block at least the Jukai Naturalist to stay anywhere close to alive. All right. They get another guy back. That's annoying. But now they're empty-handed. Land gives them Den of the Bugbear, but the 6 life that we're gaining is huge. 5, all the damage we're doing also huge. Block there. Go down to 1. Hope you can kill us on the next turn. They have some decent top decks that could be very bad for us. All right, so they do go for other stuff. Yeah, I think we got to kill the big thing. This lets them go wide, but we got to gain our life, and so life is good. That's turn. That was good. That was great. Indeed. Alrighty, up against Hood. And Jukai a little bit awkward without any enchantments in this hand, although getting that buffed up with Halana, I do want to do. So maybe playing it before Brutal is still good. We'll see if they're playing enchantments or not, though. Liberator, a swell card for us. So we do have white mana here. I think with Curse of Hospitality, actually, I am going Jukai first. They don't have a blocker for this, then Curse Hospitality, getting in, stealing their land that we can play or whatever, could be really good. Their own Jukai. Now it's definitely just Brutal Cathar. Don't really want to show them the info just yet. What do I need? More green or more red? This green. Brutal Cathar. Take your Jukai Naturalist. Swing in. All right, so Outland Liberator is a great play for next turn too. I'm hoping to keep this around. I'm hoping they don't have a exile creature card right now. But even if they do, we can hopefully get it back. Wedding announcement. All right, Curse of Hospitality is so beautiful right now. Oh, yeah. All right, so, yeah, we have white mana in hand, so... Although Halana is so good right now, too. Oh, that's a tough choice. We're gonna go Curse. I came to play the Curse of Hospitality. You guys know what I'm actually here for. The good stuffs. Down to 14. Halana is a pretty sweet play for next turn, too. And now we get to just do fun things. All right, so I don't get to play the everything here. All right, let's go. Runa might just draw one more card, see what else I can find. Actually, you know what? We should... Yeah, Root of Might onto... All of our stuff has it anyway. Let's put it onto the Jukai Naturalist. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Oh, you don't say. Okay. Michiko. All right, there we go. That's good stuff. Oh, that's good stuff. All right. Spirited Companion, trying to find some answer for all of the shenanigans that we are doing. Our stuff has trample. Dude, I love that just like anytime we're attacking in, it has trample. That's a second Curse of Hospitality. That is so busted. Putting on the life gainer would have been maybe a bit better, but we're going to do that with Halana instead. I really like getting Halana out before the Michiko. That's typically the way I like to play. I should have waited to play a land here. I think it is that we're just playing this out, though, to make sure that we can get in with Naturals for even more. Yeah, this is so much damage with Trample. I love Curse of Hospitality. Oh boy, down to 3. They need board wipe as like their only answer. Generous Visitors. Yeah, we'll take that. Why not? Oh, I like this deck. The sequencing can be awkward, but if we get it right, dude, it's so good. Rune of Sustenance. Okay, so they have some life gain to try to protect themselves. It's not gonna matter, but you know, whatever. Especially because we have this Generous Visitors, and I get to give this haste now with the trample. Oh boy, oh boy. All right, so target you. Generous Visitors onto itself. Actually, wait, no, onto Halana. What am I thinking? Of course. Onto Halana. Halana. Yep, you go in. So there is already lethal. You and first strike. They shouldn't be able to kill this anyway. Just debating if I need the 2 extra points of damage for any sort of reason. I don't think so. It's fine. Everything has trample. They get to gain 4 life, but they're taking a little bit more than that with all the trampliness. Yeah. Oh, and I forgot about the first strike damage as well. How about that? Yeah. We are up against Sir Crushalot, and I like Outland Liberator as a turn 2 play into Wedding Announcement to Halana. Good stuff. I really like being able to flip this around with Halana as well, because then we start getting 3 counters onto everything. It's really good. I've been really liking how Wedding Announcement is playing with the rest of this deck. And it's humans. It's human buff. It's all creatures we control get +1/+1. They're all humans, except for Sigarda and Boo that we come out with every once in a while. And so it still works out perfectly. All right, Sir Crushalot, what you got? Give it to me now. All right, so Rockfall Vale go past turn. We have the ability to play Jukai Naturalist on turn 2, which is, of course, the better play if it's possible, but that'll work. Liberator. I like this because even if they play out a Mihik Massacre, as long as we're able to hold up 1 mana, which we're not planning to for a few turns, unfortunately, but if we were able to, life would be phenomenal. Ooh, that's so good. All right, swing in. A second Halana. I would like to have had another play there, but that's fine. It's fine. We haven't found a lot of our 1-drops in our opening hands. We have 6 1-drops, and they're not all that great after the first couple plays. So maybe just finding removal instead of those guys would be better. I'm not sure, though. I like what we're doing. What is that? Play additional land. All right, so they got their land plays that they wanted. So we do get to rebuild fairly well after this. And so board wipe is annoying, but still manageable. All right, so get out Halana. They will have Mihik Massacre on 3. So we need to get this to be big enough. Attack in here. Down to 13. We get to draw a card. I like it. Like a lot. Dude, why have I never played Wedding Announcement with a more aggro deck? Like, it's so good. Bust up our stuff eventually, get to draw cards. If we don't have as many creatures out, it gets a creature out every once in a while. So if we're up against a board wipe deck, like it's really good in an aggro type of deck. There's downsides to it too, but the card draw side of it, lovely. Binding Old Gods hits Halana. Already at the Liberator. All right, so how close are we to lethal? I don't want to get hit by a board wipe. They could have Blood on the Snow as well. I want to be able to hold up some mana here. I like to be able to play out a creature and Halana on the same turn because then I have haste available to me in case there is board wipe. So I'm debating if I just play nothing, if that's the better play here. We still get to draw a card. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, next turn I can play both of these guys, and that gets in for... This will be big. So that gets in for 5 points of damage, which they're going to... Oh, man, it's not quite lethal, but that's a really good alternative. I do get to draw a card when I attack with both of these two, so there's a chance I find another creature. So let's get out... Oh, man, I don't know what to do here. Let's just attack in. I get to destroy that anyway, so that's good. If it's a Mihik Massacre, I can destroy the Massacre. They don't gain life, at least. We'll go draw a card here. Keeping cards in hand is totally fine with us. This is our main source of hastedness, which is what I always want to be playing after board wipe. All right, so Blood on the Snow is what I'm expecting. They don't have anything to do here. Mihik Massacre, I can still respawn and destroy it so they don't gain the life, but it still will have its effect go off. But yeah, we should still be in fairly good shape. Looking down to 2. And then a Wedding Announcement after that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Frog Hemoth. I did not expect that. That's awesome. There comes a Frog Hemoth. They attack in? I mean, they can't, right? Without removal. Okay. That was hilarious. I love it. So this guy, does he have Trample as well? On this side? I think so. Trying to make sure we can actually kill him here. Double Katilda is interesting. All right, so this does not have Trample, right? Does this give Trample? No. So we're definitely playing out a Katilda. I could go for the other Wedding Announcement here, and that's not a terrible play either. I can just swing in here. They have this die. I can buff up my creatures. Halana, does Halana give me lethal, though? 5 damage. Yeah, that is lethal. Unless they have Tamio's whatever it's called. So, counters here. Attack in. That is lethal. If they had Tamio's safekeeping for some life gain, that was a potential one, which I could see people playing that in a deck that is playing Blood in the Snow and Blizzard Brawls and whatever else, that kind of stuff, where it's like just making sure they have Indestructible available for their own board wipes. Intriguing. Good stuff. we are up against Nay. And I like this hand quite a lot. I would love Katilda to come down on turn 2 to have a little bit more protection, but Liberator with the counter, not too shabby. Wedding Announcement, and then Katilda with a bunch of humans to play out more things. I'm fine with that too. So, Kumano, go. Last turn. We actually cannot play Wedding Announcement until we find white mana, but Katilda can hopefully help with that by turn 3. There's the white mana, so life is still good. It's phenomenal. All right, Liberator, go. It's a 3/3. Flipping this around is also fairly swell for us. I'd like to have something with flash or haste with it. Oh, it's a mirror match. Huzzah. I like that. All right, so I can play out Katilda and play the Katilda and the Wedding Announcement on the same turn, get ahead on board. Then we have Liberator to destroy anything else they might be doing, potentially. I can also just start putting counters on this stuff every turn. So, yeah, we're going to go here. We're going to go... It taps all of our stuff down. We don't get to head in on a turn that way I can get a lot of damage through. And then play Wedding Announcement and draw a card. Let's do that. The chump. Wow, surprising. Oh, it's a werewolf, right. Heard about that. Eska's Chariot. Well, so flipping this around becomes super good. Courtyard on human. Why in the world would I not hold up the Michiko Reign of Truth there for this? I do not know. Dex is going crazy. All right, so I would rather kill the Chariot with this one. Is it only the color that they have? Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Of any of its creatures' colors. So I actually can't play Michiko. I can't play this out, sacrifice it, and get the Michiko at the same time. Let's go Liberator, number 2. I'd have to tap that down to get the mana for this anyway. Just flipping this around would be huge, though. I want to just go for Michiko. Nah, we'll wait a turn. Pass turn. I'm going to wait until they activate this and then destroy it, right? So much mana next turn. So much mana. So Curse of Hospitality. This is where we need Curse of Hospitality, because with Michiko, with all the other stuff we've got going for us. Oh, that's annoying. Well, we sacrifice you now, I guess. Yep, that's fine. Action from werewolves is a little bit annoying. So hexproof and then death touch when they're tapped down. And it can untap another land you control. Alright. Alright. I want to be able to draw a card with this Wedding Announcement. Drawing cards is a very important thing at the moment. So... I can put counters onto everything with this Katilda. I think that Michiko is better, though. So play out Michiko. 3 counters onto... 3 power onto something. Kumano would be a good one to be attacking in with. Everything gets buffed after this as well. So I can't attack him with 2 things and put counters onto everything. But I could wait and then just put counters onto everything at the end step and not draw the card. Drawing the card would be really, really good. But being able to put counters on everything for the next 2 turns would be really good too. I've got another counter. Let's see, yeah, so I get 4 I have to be able to tap this down and pay, so I have exactly enough mana here. So I'm debating if I want to attack him with the Kumano, draw cards, attacking here probably as well. We're just going to pass turn. Their stuff can have Death Touch. Our stuff got a lot bigger this turn, though. And we get to go with Michiko for the next turn still, too. That's because it's Chariot. Okay. So if they activate it, then it gets hexproof. As soon as it's tapped down, though, no hexproof, but they can do stuff with this guy. If we just play nothing for a turn, we can, of course, just attack in and force the damage there anyway. Also, just having everything be big and massive, good stuff. All right, so counters on everything. Ooh, and a Jugan. All right. We need something with trample. Jugan helps a little bit. Later, though. Tokens getting big is not bad. They can tap down this to have Death Touch by adding just some mana. So that could kill the Kumano. I think we go Katilda since I have an extra one. And so why not? Oh, Jugan. Gets us a human right off the bat. Yeah, with some ramp. Good stuff. Attacking with Katilda. We don't get to put counters on things this time, though, which is somewhat annoying if this dies, because I do have to be able to tap this down to really make it work. I'm basically telegraphing I have another one. We'll swing there, too. Yeah, the protection against the werewolves is annoying. So they can block a lot of stuff here. They can also just chump block. So they just chump. That's fine with me. They're wanting me to sacrifice this Liberator. The thing is like, if it has Death Touch, I'm fine just blocking it. Like, they get an extra tokens, but it doesn't bother me a whole lot. Oh, they tapped him down with a Chariot, right. Okay, which was totally fine. Now we got an extra Katilda. I still have the mana to kill the Chariot on the next turn. That is kind of cool. So having the ability to tap stuff down, I like Sereth with vehicles for blocking side of things as well. All right, so they can still pay to... All right, so we still can't kill this. We get to have a few extra hits later. Really, we just need to get to this Jugan. They don't have anything with reach at the moment, which is huge. And so as long as Jugan, we can stonewall on this board state for days. Days and days. Killing the wedding announcement probably would have been worthwhile. Nah, I like just keeping big guys around. Really needed a creature there, though. That would have been very important. Counters onto you fellas. So Jugan will be a massive threat when it hits the battlefield. Humans, stinking land. Stinking land. Is it worth killing the wedding announcement? That's the one thing they can't really protect super well. They have to tap this down in order to keep Estes Chariot alive, though. So I could go in for attacks some way. Let's just pass the turn. They do have enough mana with Katilda to go for another Storm the Festival, though. But being able to just kill stuff just by attacking with this, I like. So they need to be able to play multiple things. Storm the Festival, they tap a lot of things down. Could get some big hits, though. See how bad it is. Only 2 lands. What a fool. That is awesome. What a loser. Alright, another wedding down, so they gotta do. That's fine-ish. As to my turn. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. All right, so I want to be able to keep this guy to be big. So I need to have at least, is it 5 modified creatures, which I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any creature off the top helps us out a little bit. Untap another creature or land that you control. Any creature off the top is pretty good. I do have this Eiganjo that is pretty tempting to me, so I want to swing with these two. Destroy Wedding Announcement. So they have hexproof on anything untapped, which still makes it difficult. I also have the ability to put counters onto things with Katilda. All right, so they have enough mana to untap something after this to give it hexproof. So crew up. They don't have enough to creep again. So yeah, we sacrifice here, kill you. And then while this, they can still untap with this is the issue. So Portrait of Michiko is dying. Remnant goes down. If I play it now, they get to untap. I can just put counters onto the Remnant as well, right? So maybe holding on to this is better. Katilda starts putting stuff onto whatever. Man, I really want to kill you. So they get to untap it, but they don't get to tap it back down. So let's go ahead and go for this. I have enough mana still to yeah, do whatever. So yeah, kill you. Untap it to give it hexproof, that's fine, but they can't tap it back down to kill Michiko, which means it will die. So yay, hexproof, good job for you, but now it's dead. Yeah, there you go. It was summoning 6, so they couldn't tap it down with Katilda. I like how that plays out, though. That is really scary stuff. I forgot this is a human, too. We might bring this into our deck. Pass turn. So we do actually get Remnant to be massive by having Katilda buff, put counters onto it here. Glorious Sunrise. Get Trample on a turn. Death Touch and Trample is annoying. Card draw, also annoying. I don't think they're attacking in here. Yeah, we just gotta hit over on the top now. Oh, you don't say. Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. This is busted. Big action. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So X7. That just might do it, folks. Yes. Oh, I love it so much. That's a 1919 coming over the top there. Yes! Oh, that is what I was dreaming of when I built this deck. Was I wanted to be able to have Katilda on the battlefield with tons of humans, Jugan on the battlefield, and then play out a Halana out onto the battlefield to be able to just like put tons of mana onto an Halana, hit over the top. Oh, it happened. It happened, and it was so beautiful. Oh my goodness. I was also hoping I could have a Curse of Hospitality as well, so I could hit with like multiple creatures. Just like all the devastation at once, but man, that's good stuff. All right, guys, I love seeing that 6-0 with this deck, which is so awesome. I played a couple games in testing beforehand, and I was about to play another one, but we ran up on time with this, and I also kind of wanted to keep my 6-0 alive. Let me know if this deck is working as well for you guys, because this is hilarious and awesome, and I'm loving how it's working out, although it feels funky, but so good at the same time. And so the human sagas is what I was looking at. There is also Azusa. I was debating on bringing this one in too, because we are playing a bit mid-rangey. Having the extra mana to be able to go off with like Jugan or whatever, like having the ramp is pretty good for our deck. But I kind of liked just going for Michiko instead there. But seriously, I have no idea how this works. Katilda, Jukai Naturalist, it's such a funky deck, but man, is it good. And whenever we got Curse of Hospitality out there, whoo, dude, I don't know how people beat that with like just how much value we get out of it for a couple turns. We get to keep stuff in our hand, which is good against the more controlling matchups. We get to, you know, hit in, take all of the best things from theirs, or it's not all the best things, but whatever was on the top, we get to play them. Jukai even makes all the enchantments in the format less. And so it's just so fun. I like this deck a lot. There is the side of we don't have a ton of really big creatures. There is that side of things. We do make them bigger with Halana. There's other cards that could be played in here would be really good. We're missing out on some other really good stuff like what's the Luminarch Aspirant, which would be amazing with Jukai Naturalist, actually. And so there's a few other cards that we're missing in the humans deck anyway. But I really like how Jukai played with all of this stuff. I really liked how Jugan played with Halana, and also just creating a human for us that also ramps up, that puts counters on all of our stuff, which is what we're wanting to do. So honestly, big fan. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. There's definitely some tweaking that this deck can have to make it even better, but hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.